Hey guys, Damon with Guards Lawn Maintenance here. Hey, I wanted to do a quick video. I was out and about today and I was thinking a little bit about like debt, when you should pay cash, when you should use debt, leverage debt, whatever cutesy term. Basically just get a loan for equipment. So I wanted to put together a short little video just kind of giving my thoughts on when you should use debt, should you use debt, and yeah, just kind of throw my ideas out there on a very, very important question. So we'll keep it nice and short today, but if you haven't liked, commented, or subscribed on any of my videos, definitely hop on there. We're starting to get together quite the crowd. So we're just over 250 subscribers now, and guys, like I said, this isn't always the perfect information or anything like that, but hopefully we can, put together some good videos for you, some informative videos. They're not all fun, riding out on the mowers and stuff like that, but we are putting together some good videos for you. So first things first, make sure you like, comment, subscribe on the videos. Definitely give me some feedback, and we'll keep cranking out the videos. Okay, so long and the short, should you use debt to grow your business? Absolutely, if it's in the appropriate manner. The appropriate manner is using debt to generate revenue, okay? Revenue and income are two very, very different things, because I get asked that quite a bit. Well, should I get a car loan so that way I can get back and forth to work? Probably not. Personal debt is, if people use personal debt way too much. So yes, there's things that you can use debt on. However, it's the heart of it, guys. Personal debt is honestly, it's way out of hand. That's why we had the crash back in '08. That's why we're currently in a recession right now, is because people stretch themselves way too thin. They live up a lifestyle. We can get all into the theology behind it, but basically what it is people create this lifestyle or this image of their life to impress people that honestly don't give a rat's ass less about you, what kind of truck you drive, what kind of car you drive, what kind of house you live in. Guys, people don't care, because it doesn't matter how nice stuff you got. People are going to sit there and they're going to knock you either way. So don't get caught up in all this personal image and all that. And yes, personal image, it may make you feel a little bit better. It makes you feel better, the drive from the car dealership to the house, and for about 2 to 4 weeks, usually until after you get that first car payment, comes out, and then you're like, oh no, what'd I do? That's whenever it really starts to become real. You're not just driving around this nice shiny new truck. People, guys, it doesn't matter. That's a silly, frivolous way to look at things. So let's get that clear. Revenue and income are not the same thing. Income is much different than revenue. So when should you use revenue to grow your business? So full disclosure, my Skag and my Right both have loans out on them. They're super low interest rate. Actually, the Skag 0%. I'm not going to pay that thing off until I absolutely have to. I'm going to stretch that out kick the can down the road, whatever you want to think, because I've got other things that I'm using money on to grow the business, to scale up as quickly as possible. So whenever you're trying to scale up, whenever you're trying to grow, use debt as long as you're able to generate plenty of revenue to cover that debt payment. So the SCAG, we'll use that for an example. The SCAG, I pay just shy of $290 a month on the V-Ride 2 with a 52-inch deck and 26-horse EFI Kawasaki. Real nice mower, good mower. And then the Wright Standard B, it's a shorter term and it's got 1.9% because Wright didn't have any 0% offers with Sheffield. 0% is going to be really hard to come by here pretty soon. Just an FYI. 0%, you know, that'll probably go away here pretty soon. And so you'll see 1.9, stuff like that. And so the Wright Standard B, I think I pay right at $200 per month. I'd have to pull up the books to look, but so basically I've got about $500 a month tied up in mower payments. Guys, I make that back in half a day, if that. It's seriously $500 a month is nothing for the revenue that I generate with those machines. And so that's what you have to look at. Usually for the sake of not sounding like Grant Cardone, if you can generate 10 times the revenue that piece of equipment is costing you, and you can get a good interest rate on it, go for it. It's worth it. Now, whenever I say 10 times the payment amount, okay, so I got $500 a month going out. So with that rule, you know, let's say the 10x rule, I have to generate $5,000 a month over the entire month, not just through the growing season. You need to generate that amount of revenue spread out per month. So if you want to have $500 in mower payments, you better be cutting enough grass to generate $50,000 of revenue, annual revenue, gross revenue, not profits, but gross revenue to cover that payment. So if you guys stick to that rule, what it'll do is it'll help keep your operating expenses super low. Operating expenses you can get out of hand very, very quickly. With a truck, a couple mowers being paid for, your insurance and all that stuff, you can get in the red very quickly if you're not careful. So as long as you're a responsible business owner, as long as you're keeping track of profit and losses, keeping your balance sheet up to date, and you know, if you got a little bit of money to put down on mowers or trucks, you know, whatever, usually about 20% down is a good amount to put down. That way you're not completely upside down in it. Because the second that you load that mower up and sign your name on that paper, it's the same thing with cars and trucks and all that. It just lost a ton of value. So definitely you got to be responsible with it, and you got to know your numbers. You can't just go out and, oh, I've got, you know, whatever 3 jobs lined up, or, you know, aerators are another excellent example of pieces of equipment that people probably should not own, but a lot of people do. I know somebody's got to put the bill for it, you know, and once again, what I have to say, that's just my opinion. Guys, there's very, very few people out there generating enough annual revenue for a Stinger with a seat box. I know what a Stinger with a seat box costs, and I know how much that monthly payment is because I've looked at it. Very, very few people are generating that kind of annual revenue with that piece of equipment to justify owning that piece of equipment versus renting. So that's something to definitely keep in mind. And that goes back to whenever you're looking at trucks too. Guys, trucks will suck the cash out of your business if you are not careful. There are so many guys running around with diesel 2500, 3500 Duramaxes, F350s with power stroke. Guys, you do not need a diesel pickup to do mowing. You flat out don't. You can get away with a 4-cylinder Ford Ranger with a ramp rack. You don't even need a trailer to do most of this stuff. You can throw a 36-inch stander in the bed of a Ford Ranger with a stick shift, 4-cylinder, and you can go out and just crush it. There's some markets you can even do a push mower, and you can go out there and just absolutely crush it. So don't see all these big shiny trucks running around with these big moto metal wheels. Guys, all that stuff, your customers ain't gonna pay for it. And if you're asking your customers to pay for it, you're out of your mind. I'll tell you that right now. So shop smart, be responsible. Don't let the growing season, don't let the spring rush. That's another important thing a lot of people do. They go out and they buy whenever the getting's good. Oh, I've got extra money, I can afford this $1,000 a month truck payment that I really don't need, and they go out and they drown themselves, guys. That's why so many businesses fail. They don't know their numbers. They're out there taking on way too much debt, especially going into a recession, because we are in a recession. If you guys don't know, the Silicon Valley Bank just crashed, and they're getting bought out. Last I checked, I try not to focus too much about that. I keep an eye on it, but I try not to focus too much about stuff like that. So be smart. I think there's a saying, keep powder dry. If you guys have a paid-off mower and it's still running good, if you don't have to go out and get a brand new mower, don't. Keep running that old mower. Run that damn thing into the ground until it is just silly to keep throwing money at that thing. Keep running that mower. You can replace a hydro for a couple grand. That beats the crap out of a $300 a month payment over the year for replacing a hydro. Just be a smart consumer, guys. Be a responsible business owner. Be a responsible consumer, and you can use debt to help grow your business. Be very careful with credit cards. Be very careful with mower payments, because Sheffield will let you drown yourself really, really quick. So, we'll see you guys next time. I'm gonna keep the videos coming out as often as I can, but we are getting ready to be in the spring rush. So once that hits, videos will probably be few and far between. But I'm definitely going to try to get some more mowing footage, some more fertilizer and weed control footage for you guys. That way you're not just looking at this handsome mug sitting here talking to you for 10, 15 minutes at a time. So we'll see you guys next time.